Today we're going to be installing some of these new solar panel vent fans that I picked up into the hoop house and the greenhouse. Now this is the first time I'm looking at one, so I'm not quite sure how these will go into the house or into the hoop house and the greenhouse yet, but I think these will greatly help with the ventilation in both and help reduce the extreme high temperatures. It says it's a day and night fan. I picked these up because they come with a battery inside, so they will continue to vent for some time after the sun goes down, which will help regulate the heat a little more evenly in both of them. So let's get started here and figure out how to install these. I think I'll put the first one in the hoop house. It should be a little bit easier, and then we're going to have to do some work to figure out how to get it into the greenhouse. These say they do mount on glass, so that's an option. I'm going to have difficulty mounting it on the greenhouse roof because it is a corrugated roof and I don't want that leaking. So let's read through these instructions and see what we need to do. Alright, it's got 3 ways to fix it. You can fix it to glass, you can fix it to roofing material directly. The diagram shows the roofing material needs to be thinner than this section here, makes sense. Or you can fix it to a wall using the provided screws. So let's go take a look at the hoop house and see which way is going to be the best to install it there. As you can see, the construction is treated lumber, some large windows in the front, that 2 of them which vent, the ones on either side, plus this venting window here on the west side. So what happens is, while the windows will open when it's warm enough, they don't right now because I've got them disconnected. I still need to connect them up for the spring, but they'll open up, but you still don't get enough breeze in here to really keep a good amount of circulation in here. And right now, today, you can see here that even though it's 40 degrees outside, it's nearing 100 degrees in the hoop house. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is, I've got this beam I put in here, and then this beam that I'm using to support the windows. I think this space here, at about this height, by these windows, which these 2 windows don't open for venting, I think the draft that'll be created, if I put the fan here, I should be able to get enough air circulation through here and a nice amount of draw to pull the hot air out and keep this well ventilated during the summer. So let me go get some lumber, some tools, and the fan, and let's see what we can do. Well, I forgot to record the last part, but I've got it attached. It's pretty well fixed. I like the way the plastic comes around. It won't keep it completely waterproof, but it'll certainly help. So we'll see how that works over the summer, and if I remember, I'll get an update here in a few days so we can see whether or not on a 35-degree day we still see 100-degree temperatures in the hoop house. Looks like we're about 90 now, so just that's an effect of coming in and out of the hoop house, opening and closing the door. So all right, there we are. The fan is running, so the solar works. We've got it firmly attached. And you know what, while I'm in here, last year I put in these automatic window openers to help ventilate this, but you can see that it's not quite staying attached there like I would. So since I've got the extra lumber in here now, I'm going to make this a little bit more sturdy. I've got one on the other side that I need to do the same thing too, so we'll get both done. All right, there you go. We now have it attached, and hopefully it's a little bit more efficient and a little more secure this year than it was last year. We'll see how it does. All right, now we're in the second greenhouse. This is the one I use for a potting shed to get seeds started and to store my failed growing attempts from the previous year. So here's what I was talking about. This greenhouse's roof is gabled, or not gabled, it's corrugated. So that makes it difficult to do anything with the roof. Well, that makes it difficult to do anything with the roof without getting some severe leaks. So let's go take a look outside, see what we can do. What I'm thinking is I'm going to move these windows that I have here, and behind that on this section I've got some wood siding up instead of the window there. There was no need to put a window there because that's where the potting bench is, and I wasn't planning on having any plants there. So what I'm thinking is I'll take a few of those pieces of siding off and cut a hole in them. The hole will be sized to fit that inside bevel on the fan, and then we'll be able to attach it there. It'll get plenty of sunlight. I'll keep it out of the shade of that. And then what I'm going to do over here on this side is, I think about right here where I've got this window, I'm going to take this little window pane out and cut a piece of plywood that'll fit in there and attach a vent to the plywood. That vent will allow some airflow through here while the fan's running. So let me go get some tools, let me get those windows moved, and let's get started on this one. All right, let's get that fan on and check it out. All right, it's going. All right, there's the vent. And there's the fan. It's going, it's venting, you can see here. Oh yeah, feel the warm air coming out right now. All right, we'll give that a few days and see how that works out. So that's all for today. We'll sign off and see you guys next time. Have a good one.